Okay, perfect. We're recording. So I'm just going to re-say that just so that the people who missed it weren't able to see. But yeah, we're basically going to be talking about what we're grateful for today, because I feel like we get caught up in striving to be better, do better, cross off our goals, which is just as important. But I feel like we sometimes forget where we're at right now and how amazing that is as well. So I want you guys to make your title I am abundantly blessed. I was telling the other two ladies that I use a separate journal for my journaling. You don't have to do that, but if you are going to use the same one you use for business, maybe start at the back of your notebook and work your way into the middle, whatever works for you to kind of just keep it separate. But yeah, title it with the date today and say, I am abundantly blessed. I even put a little heart beside it, but whatever you want to do there. And I want you guys to just take some time right now. I'm going to put on a little bit of music and just take some time right now to write 10 to 15 things that you are grateful for today. So let me find a song here, and you guys can go ahead and start writing the things that you personally are just super grateful to have in your life right now. Oh, this is obviously I'm your fire.
Start off with a nice ad.
Yes, of course. That would be YouTube for you. I could do it on my computer, but I'm scared it'll like screw up what we're doing here. There we go. You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. You can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountain, we gon' walk it out. And mountain, and I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I rise up, I like the waves. I rise up, in spite of the ache. I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence is in quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Ooh, mountains, bring it to its feet. Ooh, mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. That we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, so we'll rise. I always find it's crazy because like I'll start writing and then I won't know when to stop, because like once you start thinking about all the things in your life that you are grateful for, it just like really opens your eyes to so many other things. So I actually ended up writing down 15 things. Do you guys want to move forward? Perfect. So this one, I feel like with the gratitude list, it can be quite point form. This one, I want it to be more of like a short / long answer. So I don't want it to just be like something that happened today but basically it's like the best thing that happened today for you. And I want it to kind of feel like, basically how it made you feel, why it was the best thing that happened to you. So anything that kind of is new to you that happened or that you've been working on that you finally achieved, something like that. Or something that just it was as simple as like getting out of bed earlier than you normally do, but talk about a little bit why that was good for you. Okay. So yeah, just a little, not just like a little note about it, but actually like talking about it. Everything okay over there?
He's getting her ready for bed, and all I can hear is screaming.
Oh no. Well, I'll try to put on a song that's like pretty relaxing for you there, Jamie, because it might make it easier for you. Here we go. And it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. How's it going, guys? Are we good? Is she okay?
Oh yeah, he's just goofing around with her, so she's just.
I know. That's Alan's thing. All of a sudden, Caleb's like howling in bed, and I'm like, oh, okay. They're having fun.
Bedtime sillies.
Yeah. So going through with that, this is, I want, because we're in the middle of the week, so normally this would be a better question to ask on a Friday, but maybe think from like last Wednesday to this Wednesday for the next one. So yeah, what are your wins for this week? Like what were things that you thought improved from last week that you were able to accomplish that you didn't think you were going to be able to, and everything like that? Did you cross off everything on your to-do list? That kind of stuff. And that can be more of a point form if you want, or you can make it a longer answer as well, whatever works. Let's switch up the song here now. Tell me something,
modern world. Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'll falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm up the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash to the surface when they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow.
How's it going? Guys, good? Perfect. So the next one, I bet you can guess this one. Anything that you have room for improvement for moving forward from last Wednesday to this Wednesday, what you could have maybe done more of, what you want to continue to work on, that kind of stuff.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Aw, hi little sweetie. It's not bedtime yet for you.
I'll be the one if you want me to.
Okay, ladies, we're gonna finish it off.
You just jumped my phone across the kitchen.
What? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Say something, I'm giving up.
This song's a little bit depressing, so I'm gonna try a different one.
Feeling so small.
Let's do, sure.
No, I can't take one more
So
step.
we're gonna do 5 goals for the next week and a half ahead. So everything that you want to accomplish within the next week and a half, because that's how much longer you're in my pod. And that's the one thing I'm gonna want you guys to either take a photo of and like personally share it with me or share it within the pod so that we can all kind of work together to hold each other accountable.
Learn to live half a life. Now you want me one more time. Collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart. You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. Don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? I hear you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found. But Curious Snow's rosemary and olive oil are
Like, I am not feeling that.
We've chosen our top hits for 2020. Check them out at shoppersdrugmart.ca.
This is more uplifting.
Starting in my DMs, I know you've been peeking. Nothing but IG. You got some friends that keep trying to get back, saying that they know me. You wanna chase, I wanna play, but I got no time for love. Know you done it right, but let's put this aside, cause there ain't gonna be. Then I'm your crush. I keep falling in love. You be making this hard on me. Yeah. I say I don't, but I do. You ask if I want you. Wish I could give in. You're my ghost. I can't love you right now. But you're my ghost. Maybe someday I will reach my goals. Seem to be so darn good with strategies. Trying to get me caught up, falling over your love. You keep running after me. Watch you focus, haven't you noticed I'm playing hard to get? But even in the game, I just can't take no heart attack. I get when you come back. You say that I'm your crush.
You guys have your goals? Perfect. Okay, well, we won't sit and share those goals in this, but I was hoping that you guys would want to share at least one thing that you wrote down. It doesn't matter really what it was, which topic it was, but just maybe your win for the day or what have you. But share something that you're comfortable sharing, of course.
Sorry, I'm trying to focus on two things at once.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, I'll share something. You want us to share a win for the week? And hold on one second. Good night, Judy.
Good night, Adrian.
Bye-bye.
Good night, sweetie.
Okay, you want us to share a win for a week and a goal?
You can share whatever you like. So anything that you've written down that you feel pulled to share about, you can share about.
Okay. One of my wins for this week was showing up when it was hard and when I didn't want to. I still did. And one of my goals for, I guess, the next week is to really work on doing my activity tracker every single day and inviting and like when I follow my new people every day, like just send them a message saying like, hey, or whatever, to start up new connections.
Perfect. I love
it. Was like 3 goals, but
yeah, that's awesome. And what about you, Jill?
Well, I said one of my wins are I put together a meal plan on Sunday and we've stuck to it, which is so much easier because I work full time. So it's just nice to know, okay, tonight we're having this for dinner and I just make it.
Definitely. I know I hate that what's for dinner question at 4 p.m. You're like, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah, look at the calendar. I wrote it down.
No, it's great to do that for sure.
And then one of my goals is I want to get to Success Club, and I need one more person to do that in August. So.
Oh, you got this, Jill. You totally have this. That's amazing, though. I love that. Yeah, let me know if you need any help with that at all. Like I said, I'm happy to help you guys with conversations. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, that's something that happens a lot in my personal team pod, is that they just don't really know sort of how to answer something. And I'm happy to always just like give you a little bit of pointers on how to sort of let that conversation flow. But yeah, I want to tell you guys what was super exciting for me today, and it has nothing to do with coaching. It's just like, it was like the biggest win for me today. I woke up on Sunday with a really sore throat and I had like a panic attack that I had COVID. And I have my son's birthday this weekend, and I was going to have like a few family members over and a couple of his little friends over for a little get together. And it was already going to be stressful because of COVID. We were going to do it outside. And then we're trying to go away on Sunday for about 4 days out into BC. And I was like, okay, well, we can't do any of that if I have COVID. Like, I was so worried about it. And I got the call today from Alberta Health Services, and they told me I'm COVID negative. So I'm just super happy about that because I was stressing. Jamie knows this already, but I'm actually pregnant with my second right now. And so thank you, but it was very nerve wracking because I'm like, oh, great. Because like I haven't been able to work out as much lately because of pregnancy. And then on top of that, I thought I had COVID and I was like, what did I do to myself? So it was very nice to know that. One of my goals is to hit Success Club 20 this month. So I'm like shooting for the stars. I'm already at Success Club 8 and I've got 3 carts on the go. So I know that I could probably, if I push hard enough this month, I could probably make that goal happen. But I'm one of those people that I like shoot for the stars. Like, and then even if I like end up at like Success Club 18, hey, at least I tried. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that I try to like tell my team as well is like, give yourself those scary goals, you guys. Like those goals that like sometimes may feel a little bit out of reach right at that moment. Give yourself those goals because when I sat down and did my dream board this year in January, I put a diamond on the board. And I wanted to achieve that by July of this year. And I achieved 1-star diamond by July. So just like believe in yourself, right? Like that's one thing that you just have to say is like, if Paige can do it, I can do it too. Like that's one thing that I want you guys to know is that like there's no difference between me and you, right? It's just that I wanted it a little bit more. Maybe I just like had a little bit extra time to put towards it. And that's okay too, right? You just kind of have to like carve in those times of your day where you're able to like fully connect, right? So I feel like that's one of the big things is like intentional work. Those power hours are like huge right now. If you guys can jump in, even if it's not live, even if you just catch like bits and pieces of a power hour, like those are so beneficial. So yeah, you guys are doing really good. I'm very, very impressed with you both. And just seeing you guys show up to something like this as well shows me that you guys want this, right? So it's good.
Yeah, I guess my biggest, because I've only been doing this since July 21st. And so initially my reach was to my college friends, high school friends. A lot of people showed some interest and then said, yeah, send me information. But then it's like they were ghosting me. And so I've a couple of them, you know, I've sent like a third email or a text or whatever. And, you know, I don't want to like beat down my friends because I don't want them to think I'm like trying to be pushy, salesy. But totally. I mean, do you have any suggestions on like when people ghost you, what, you know, another plan of attack or just...
Honestly, keep doing what you're doing with showing up. I had somebody, I'll give you an example. I had somebody who I signed up for a 2-week free trial about, I think it was in February. No, I think it was maybe February, March-ish. And she was a part of a big 2-week free trial group that I was doing. And she acted like she was super interested in it. And then she kind of just like fell off at some point during the 2 free weeks. And I'm not a huge like put graphics up on my story kind of person. I'm like more of a let's personally talk to everyone. But then I realized that like not everyone like sits and listens to you talking on your story. There's like a handful of people that will and a handful of people that won't. And some people are more drawn to a graphic. Like you can't just like bring or like X those people out. And I did for a while. I'm like, oh, everyone's just going to tap through a graphic. Nobody's actually going to take the time to read it. Well, I made a sale off of a graphic the other day and it was the girl from the free trial. And I'll give you guys I'll tell you what she said to me. And she was like, she actually said like, I'm sorry to be annoying because like her and I have gone back and forth for so long. And she finally was like, let's do this yesterday night at like 11 p.m. So she like responded to my story with the graphic and she said, so I'm embarrassed that I messaged you about 10 million times about this, but can you tell me what about this deal? I'm sorry. Like she's apologetic to me. because she's like, oh, I've like acted like I've been interested for so long, right?
The seed
And
was planted months ago.
yeah, exactly. And so I said, that's okay. And then I said, one of her friends that I recently signed up is also doing the programs now. You ladies can hold each other accountable. That deal is the best one yet. And then I explained what came in the MBF challenge pack. And then I said, oh, also forgot to add, it comes with a shaker cup and nutrition tracking workbooks. And so she said, I think I can actually expense this to my fitness budget at work, which makes me even more interested. I think I am interested. Does this make you a coach or no? I said, you can definitely become a coach if you want, or just have a coach account for the discount on products, totally up to you. Or you can opt to just have a regular account. If you go with the coaching account, you'd have to pay an $18 account fee, but all your products will be 25% off moving forward, and you can make commission off sales to friends and family if you'd like. Your call though, girl, same price for both accounts. So like really just giving her the options and letting her choose. And so then she asked a few more questions, but like I said, like this is somebody who I've been talking to for months, right? And she out of nowhere is ready. So just know that it's because I've still shown up. I've still been consistent. And like right now, like I was worried. That was one of the things I wrote in my journaling here is like, because I haven't been able to show up at like I normally do. I haven't been able to work out like I normally do. I had like this panic this month that I was going to like not be able to make sales because like, how can I sell these programs if I'm not even doing them? Right. But it's because I've like been planting these seeds for so long, and people have seen these for so long, and they've seen my results, and they've seen what this has done for me. So it's pretty crazy how like it kind of just comes in full circle. So all I can suggest in those situations is just give them time. They're all going to have a yes day, right? Like if they were interested then, they will be interested down the road as well. And just like hang on to that belief and just keep doing what you're doing, because obviously they reached out to you because they were interested because of something you had shared about, right? So just keep doing that, and it'll keep bringing the right people your way. And then eventually those people are going to crack. So yeah, that's the best advice I can give to you. And like, that's one thing that my coach has asked me about, because she's like, how do you do it? Like, what are you doing with your numbers? Like, how does it work? And it's like, it's because they've just been seeing me do it. Like, it's been a year and a half. Like some of the times it's people that like, for me, were talking to me about this a year and a half ago. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready. So it doesn't always just give like that hell yes moment to somebody like right off the bat. And sometimes it's a situational thing, right? Like maybe they don't have the funds available right now, or maybe they don't have the time, honestly. Like, and I know a lot of people say like, oh, that's an excuse, but maybe they use that as an excuse because they're scared to start something new. And then they watch you enough times and they go, okay, well, if Jill can do this and she works full time and she does this and she does that, like, why couldn't I do it? Right. So yeah, that's my biggest advice for you. I hope that helps.
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
You're welcome. And what about you, Jamie? Is everything good on your end?
My child is screaming. I don't know.
Besides the screaming child.
Yeah, I'm just like really focusing on building connections. And I like really fell off of that for a while, but I had same thing. Like I had sent out multiple carts and they just ghost me or whatever. And I always feel like it's the way I deliver it. Can you hear her?
Yes, it's okay though. We've all been there, I'm sure.
Bedtime is not going well today. And so I had like sent out multiple people were interested, and just none of them responded. Like as soon as I sent the card, it was like they had just fallen off the planet. So it's just, I know it's not necessarily me. It's just that they're not ready, or it's not their time, or they just need more time to like absorb, or to the point that where they are ready. So it's just like not letting that affect me, and not letting that hold me back from like still pushing on and like finding other people who this lifestyle would benefit, and like not letting it like, don't take it personally kind of thing. And
the taking it personally kind of thing, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
And just know that like if you don't personally know them, you shouldn't take it personal.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I've had to like tell myself. It's like, hey, I don't even know this person. Like the fact that they're ghosting me, it shouldn't matter. If it was like your friend for like 5 years and they were leaving you on red, you'd be like, okay, like what's going on here? you know, but if it's somebody that you've just kind of been starting to like foster some kind of a connection with, like it's okay for them to be like, who is this person?
Yeah.
And why do they, you know, like
Yeah.
you got to think like in like their seat, where what their mindset might be like, but then they'll just continue to watch you, and you can continue to try to engage in other ways. Like they can post something and you can, you know, like, oh, they've posted now that it's their birthday today, comment on their post, happy birthday, you know, like simple things to just say, hey, like I'm still here, I'm still, you know,
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're still watching me, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
for sure. Cool. Well, keep it up, girl. You're doing great. You guys both are. And do you guys care if I take a little picture of us?
No, go ahead. Kind of our job.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a flash. Wait. Oh, it's such a cute picture. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a cute one. Okay, sweet. Well, thank you ladies so much for your time tonight. And tomorrow I will be doing some type of coaching call to action style post. So maybe start thinking about what you might want to be writing in those posts, and we will chat soon, I guess. Maybe if you guys want, when you're done your power hour or your sort of business activity tracker today, if you want for accountability and extra accountability, you can always post it in the group to say, hey, I did it today. So I might actually jump in there after this and just let them know that you can be doing that. That's kind of like, it might be nice for us all to be doing that, to see like where we're sort of falling short, because it's okay to like forget about personal development one day, right? But then just to remind yourself the following day, like, oh, I didn't do personal development yesterday, I better make sure to do that today, right? So sound good?
Yeah.
Cool, ladies. Well, have a great night. Thank you. Well, I'm just gonna